Hello, you are watching once again the Rainbow and Bloom channel. And this is a channel, in case you're new to this channel, it's a channel about living, surviving, and thriving with the autoimmune disease known as scleroderma. And I just talk about what I've been through, what I've experienced, what I've learned, and try to share that and, help other people hopefully out there dealing with this illness, newly diagnosed especially, hear and see that it doesn't have to define you. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is a nifty little product that I found through researching on the internet back when I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed in 2007, and initially, because I'd never heard of it, I just thought the doctor would give me a pill and this would go away. But he sent me to the rheumatologist, and I found out there that there was no known cure, that it's a lifetime illness, and I should expect to be permanently disabled. And I just refused to believe that was possible. It just didn't seem possible. How could that be? So, I've always been a big researcher. I've always been big on I love to read. I grew up loving to read and researching all kinds of weird things that you would never think about. I, just had a gift or a passion for that. So I really put it to use when I was first diagnosed to see what I could do to help myself, especially because, all my life I hated taking pills. I was very bad at taking pills. And I really couldn't imagine a life where I had to keep taking pills my whole life. I was the kind of person that one little pill, like even a Tylenol, it would take me forever to take it, to swallow it, because it feels like something's what it is, something going down your throat. That's not supposed to happen. But anyway, so I wanted to find natural ways to treat what was happening with my skin and, my energy and everything. And, hopefully find a cure. So one of the things that I learned about is a substance called DMSO. And this is DMSO. This is one of the larger bottles. And DMSO stands for dimethyl sulfoxide. And basically, this is a natural substance. It's a byproduct of the wood industry. And it's a solvent. It's been in use since, I guess, the 50s as a solvent. And it is natural, but it's kind of, to me, it's a natural wonder because, it's used in these industrial functions, but it also works with the body. It's not toxic. It's not damaging to the body. So with DMSO, it's also used in hospitals. It's really powerful because it's a substance that acts as like a catalyst for other substances to enter through the skin barrier and into the bloodstream. So that's why it's used in hospitals, in surgeries and things like that. It somehow is able to just go deep, deep into the skin through all the layers and enter the bloodstream. Now, the reason why that's good for someone with scleroderma and, this buildup of collagen is, this substance can actually loosen the skin. It can loosen up the collagen. And, I've used it in the past. It was effective for me, but I have to, first of all, I encourage you to do your own research. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a specialist. I can't talk to you about all the technicalities of this. I'm not a chemist or anything. I'm just speaking about my experience. And, when you're sick, you will try anything just to get better. So, yeah, this actually, the downside is that because it's so effective in reaching the bloodstream, you have to be really careful with it. So one of the warnings, it's not, approved for use, on the skin and all of that, but in my experience, it is at least a little bit successful. you want to be sure that your skin is very clean when you use it. Because whatever's on your skin is going to help it get through, you know, your skin. So you want to be careful about that. Also, if your condition is very advanced, you know, like very severe, it probably won't make that much of a difference. But I say, you know, try, you know, sometimes even a little bit of improvement is something, you know, it means a lot. But I basically used it on my hands when my hands were, you know, they're not that bad now, but my skin used to be a lot harder. And I would just spray it on and, you know, leave it, and my skin would get more supple, you know. If you get the ulcers on the tips of your fingers, it can help to alleviate that. This is actually very good for arthritis symptoms. It's good for pain. It's good for reducing swelling. It's used for a lot of different things that, you know, it's not like, you know, what do you call it, legal or whatever, but it works. You just have to treat yourself. Whatever works for you, you have to use it because your body is yours, you know. So I would encourage you to just do some research on DMSO. This company has a website. It says clinic service company on here, but you can just, if you Google DMSO, especially for DMSO for scleroderma, you'll see a lot of articles about it. And, you know, like anything else, they're going to be people who say, oh, it doesn't work, it's a waste of time, or it's dangerous. And, you know, other people will talk about it on the other side of the spectrum. For me, it was effective. I just didn't want to use it on a large portion of skin because of that issue with, you know, transporting other things down into my bloodstream. But with my hands, I mean, it was really effective, and I was glad that I tried it. And I don't think it even goes bad. I don't know. I've had this for a while. Anyway, so definitely look into DMSO. You know, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But at the very least, you have to try. You know, we have to be our own doctors, really. So this is one thing I wanted to talk to you about as far as skincare. And there's more. I'm going to make another video. I did before, but that was the video that didn't come out right. So I'm going to try to do it over. And yeah, so I hope you guys are well. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.